Okay, so this is the first of my vlog, and I wanted to go ahead and make this because after a couple of years of using LiveJournal, I thought I could maybe convey my thoughts a little bit better by way of video and just anything in general. My LiveJournal account was set more towards filmmaking and epiphanies I had as far as it goes, or ideas I've had, and this is going to be all of that kind of rolled into one. So anything I'm thinking, anything I'm doing, I want to post on here and talk about. So now that I have my camera back, I can go ahead and start. This is my disheveled edition here. It's still pretty well, I would consider early, even though it's 8:23. So the subject at hand today is mobile gaming. The reason I bring this up is because, you know, I've seen, well, there's one in particular naysayer about mobile gaming, and I did a little research, a little bit of reading over the past couple of nights, and the whole world realizes where mobile gaming is going. There are those that, you know, are just kicking and screaming because they don't seem to realize that this is going to be the way of the world, you know. See, right now, the PS Vita is on its way out. We've got just a couple more months. It's December 30th right now, so February 22nd brings out the PS Vita. So that's going to be kind of the next-gen handheld console, I guess you could say. Right now, you know, we've got the PSP, which, you know, we've had that since 2005. It's a great little device. I'm a fan of it, a huge fan. I have 3 of these. That's how big of a fan I am. I'm not trying to gloat. I'm not trying to show off. It's just that I love them. One of them I actually pieced together from other PSPs. It's my Franken PSP, really. So, you know, there's that. And then, I mean, this is kind of older, but then you got the DS. You know, this is actually just a DS, because the 3DS to me, you know, to me, there's no good games out for it. You know, you can sit there and say all day, you know, it's got Zelda, it's got Star Fox, it's got, you know, this and that. But the thing is, you know, like I've told many people, I don't want to ruin my eyes and, you know, turn on that 3D. Now, I will consider getting one when Monster Hunter comes out for it. Apparently there's 2 Monster Hunter games in the works, and that is really why I have these still, and why they don't collect dust. The Monster Hunter games, you tell me I want to play some Monster Hunter, I will pull my PSPs out and play anytime. I love them. It's just one of those games that, yes, while it may be repetitive, there's something about it. I guess it was a saving grace for me. I say that this game and Chrome Hounds on the Xbox 360 really kind of, dare I say, saved my life. And I know that sounds funny, but I was going through some pretty bad shit back in 2008 in the summer, and if it wasn't for my boy RJ, you know, telling me, come on, let's play, I think I would have drinking myself just completely stupid. I might have just killed myself, I don't know. But all better now. 2011, 2012's coming up. So bigger and better things, bigger fish to fry. Now those are all good, and then, you know, you've got your tablets. Okay, now I'm actually rocking in the original iPad. Okay, this was actually a gift to me. My wife had wanted it at work, so that was a neat gift, and I found out how fun it was, especially after I jailbroke it. A lot of fun games on there. You know, I can sit there and play, you know, especially like Words with Friends or Hanging with Friends, and then I just recently found Poker Pals. Games that you can take your turn on, but step away from, come back later. That's awesome. I love those games. you know, that's good, but still, you know, you're not carrying that around as much. Me, you know, I'll pop it in my backpack and take it with my laptop in hopes I don't have to hook up my laptop somewhere else. Now, the gaming device that I think most everybody has, and here's why this is just taking off, is a phone. Just straight up. I've watched this evolve, and I remember back when the Doom RPG came out on the flip phones and so on. I remember thinking to myself, you know, gaming on phones has landed. You know, it's here. You know, we're getting these fun games finally, instead of, you know, Snake and you know, other games like that. It's like, it's crazy. You know, you get your iPhone 4s or your Android phones, and I mean, you've got more than just Angry Birds at your hand, especially if you're with Android. There's so many original games on the market that, I mean, they can eat up your time. I dare you not to get hooked on the Game Dev Story. Okay? I remember the first night I found Game Dev Story on my app store. I was at work doing my security thing. Next thing I know, the whole night I'm sitting there playing this game simply because you're trying to make the better game in it. You're trying to keep some money to make the better game. You're trying to create the new consoles faster. It's awesome. There's something about it that you just don't get with you know, the PSP or the DS. Simply put, you know, people can take their ideas. You know, any gamer, any programmer can go and throw it onto the app stores. You know, of course, Apple has to, you know, filter everything, make sure it's good to go, and then put a price tag on it. That's why I say Android is probably the better one, because, you know, anybody can get on there and throw what they have on there. And a lot of it's crap, don't get me wrong, but you get those gems where you don't want to play anything else. You want your phone, you want to play it, and it's not, you know, just, you know, sitting there on the can anymore and playing your game. You're taking it everywhere with you. You know, I was blown away whenever I could take my phone, you know, and my wife would want to go to Target, and I hate Target. Pull out my phone, oh hey, Street Fighter 4, awesome. That's what I'm talking about. You know, there's depth to it. It's like playing it on a console almost. So they're easier to carry as well. I mean, if you know, even the 3DS is bulkier than the DS XL. So if you look at the phone and then you look at this, there's no comparison. You know, I mean, there's times you are going to want to carry this in your pocket. Let's say you're going somewhere and you're expecting it, fine, you carry it in your pocket. It's heavy. But here's what you always carry in your pocket. So that's what I've got to say about it. I'm accepting the fact that our mobile gaming is our phones. This is the future. We just got to accept it. You know, I mean, even those who are fans of the Nintendo consoles or the PSP like me, or Sony in general like me, gotta accept that the phones are it. Now, I am a little disappointed that the only Monster Hunter we've seen on there was, I don't even remember the stupid name of the game, Hunting something, but it was horrible. I'm hoping to see them make a Monster Hunter game for my phone that'll make me drain my battery over and over and over again like it's done with my PSP. So, I'm hoping so. So, speaking of phones, I'm up for an upgrade, finally. Today's the day I go to AT&T and I see if I can get my phone. So, I'm hoping, and I've been watching the website, I'm hoping I can get my Galaxy S2. If not, it's a toss-up between the Samsung Infuse or the LG Thrill. And I really don't want the LG Thrill simply because it's got that gimmicky 3D on it. And, you know, I have enough headaches as it is. So I don't want my phone to give me more headaches. So I'm hoping they have the Samsung, the Galaxy S2. I'm praying, I'm hoping. So I'll probably make another video after I've got it, find out what I've got, and I've played around with it enough. So for now, I think I'm going to go and play a little bit of Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I guess I'll see you in the next vlog. Talk to you then.